I think Oceania definitely does have a lot of talent.
I think we definitely do have the players and can produce the players for international talent. We have pretty good access to Tekken offlines in Sydney.
I think that the FGC truly grows from its local scene.
Hi, my name's William. I run Trouble in Paradise in Parramatta. It's a fighting game tournament every Wednesday, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m. every single week. We're here to play some games, get good at them and have some fun. I've been in the fighting game scene for about close to 6 years. Time flies, I don't know. I started Tekken 7. I was a bit late to the scene, but that was when everyone started playing, yeah. COVID times, locked in your room, nothing else to do, just Tekken.
For me, it's been about 6 to 7 years. I started in Tekken 7. Not always Tekken. I tried all the fighting games, but Tekken just stuck out to me. And here we are.
Watching tournaments online, that was the biggest thing for me. So seeing all these big matches, seeing the crowds, seeing people cheer, everyone like getting passionate over something, over just watching two people play games. I was like, I want to do that. So here we are now. I went to my few first tournaments, loved the experience, and yeah, that's how we're here today, running my own one.
It was Lil Margin versus JDCR in Tekken 7. It was a match at EVO, and I watched that. It randomly just got recommended to me on YouTube. I watched it, and I was like, this is the greatest thing ever. I want to be involved in this. And literally next day, I bought the game.
What encouraged me? It was the people that I play this game with.
Playing games online versus offline is a completely different experience, and fighting games seems to bring that for people.
Like I wouldn't be doing this for nobody. It's the people in this room right now who are coming out to support the locals, coming out to just hang out.
It's one of the best ways to get new players into the scene, and really like with how online based this community has gotten ever since COVID, I think it's really important that we have been getting back in towards supporting the local scene offline so we can meet other people and continue to socialize.
Yeah, Oceania is actually really competitive. Like in my time in the scene, I've seen a lot of people try their hardest. Things that hold us back, definitely
Travel.
The simple answer is like location, right?
Yeah, definitely. I think that's my least liked part of being a pro gamer. My gamer tag is Yagami. I'm a Tekken player, and I've been playing for about like 5 or 6 years now at this point. My first offline that I really wanted to like get good at the game. You know, I'm really competitive, so I hate losing. So like after getting beat by all the people there, I kept grinding the game, and that's how I got to the level I am now. Location is like the biggest issue. If people have sponsors, then obviously they can travel and to more events and have a good chance of doing good. But like most sponsors aren't going to be sponsoring someone from Australia because it's like much more expensive to fly us out to events, whereas they can just like sponsor stuff from EU or America, and like all the events are like right there. So it's like much more cheaper for them.
It's very hard for us to get out. It costs a lot. You know, it's 8-9 hour flights, whereas Asia, America, Europe, they're all very close to each other. They can travel very easily.
The worst place to be as a competitive player for any game is to be in Australia, just because you have to pay for expenses and like travel across the world, and that typically tends to be like very, very expensive.
we're just out here, out of our own pocket, trying to just get better. I'd love to see more sponsorships, more events held by PlayStation. That one of our best players, Yagami, last year or 2 years ago, had the opportunity to go to EVO Japan.
Most of our chances is just at BAM for like sponsors to get a look at us, but like you have to do super good there. I feel more pressure actually in like the earlier rounds, because those are like the players that people expect me to beat, right? So I feel more pressure against them. It's just like making sure that, you know, teams still see value in sponsoring you, you know, as long as you're like not washed up or anything, you know, you should be fine.
Struggles running a local, huh? At first, I didn't expect it to be this hard. Like, honestly, I thought it would just be like, hey, let's grab some PlayStations, let's grab some monitors, let's plug it into a PowerPoint, and that's it. But, you know, things cost money, and that's what we all don't have enough of.
The big one is the numbers. Everyone wants to play, but it can be hard to make that time and effort week after week.
Most of the time it comes down to a hobby, and there is time to sacrifice when it comes to hobbies. For example, I work a full-time job, and I pretty much just came right after this. So
I'm in the military, so my job has to come before everything else. And I think that can make it really difficult sometimes because, let's say for the locals, you've seen in the group chats how many times I've gone, oh, okay, I'm signing up. And then on the day, oh, I'm really sorry. Like work gets in the way.
You say the state of the games like Tekken 8 also play a big part in those numbers?
Of course it does, 100%. You know, we were pumping big numbers season 1. And as soon as season 2 came out, the numbers started dwindling very hard. So as you can imagine, you know, I understand people are busy and they got stuff going on in their lives, but the game definitely does have a big impact on that. I know it did for me personally, but you know, we do what we can to support. Locals are the best place you can go to get better. Obviously, most people start online. We all started online. You know, it's a pretty nervous thing to go to offlines, but as you know, as I know, the people here are great. Community's great, very welcoming community. So there's no better place to be. If you can get yourself offline, you will improve.
You have that like human interaction to bounce off immediately, and you also have like that immediate feedback of like you finish a set, you shake hands, say GG, and then you can be like, oh, I don't know what to do about this. And you can have a conversation with that other person while you guys move on to the next part of the tournament.
playing Tekken for me and coming to offlines is just the people that I meet. They end up being good friends.
We're lucky we have a pretty welcoming offline community. Like no matter the skill level, I would recommend you can go there. You have a good time.
We have a really big tournament here every month, which is YSB, but we wanted something for the week by week as well, you know, so that players can constantly practice. So I do believe if every state can do that, then the median skill level will rise.
We have a small player base, but our skill level is actually not too far off. We have some players who really are like neck and neck with some of the world's best, but majority of us, we're not to be taken lightly, honestly.
If you are beating the big players, I highly encourage you to come here. Like you don't know, you could be one of the players that gets paid to play the game, and that's such an honor to have.
You guys can have a social interaction outside of the tournament itself, and you can build those bonds within your community and talk about the game as well in that kind of aspect, because I think that's really important as well.
To run events. If you love the scene, you love playing the game, you love hanging out with people, you have the time, you have the money, and you want to give an opportunity for everyone to get better and grow, you definitely should.
I know people are doing that online. Some people, it can be a little bit hard to do it offline.
I don't want to say it too badly, because I don't recommend it. I could say something nice, but it's not honest.
You know, you need to pay for a venue, stuff like that, get setups, but there's people running tournaments online all the time, which in turn does help the community.
If anyone ever asked me like, what's the most important thing, I would always say locals.
Honestly, support your locals. That's the big one. I always say it. Support your locals. If you can make it out, 100% try to make it out. You know, if we grow, everyone grows and the community gets better.
If you love the game, you play it all the time, and it seems to be the only thing you think about, then I'd highly encourage you to go pro, or yeah, just compete. Just compete, see what you can do.
I want our scene to get to the point where even if people aren't coming to Australia, people want to be watching what's happening inside of Australia. And if we can get to that point where we can have our country talked about with the others that are like already mainstay / household names, then that's kind of a really good point for us.
Now I think with how esports is growing, I think it's worth giving another shot.